I ain't drunk. I'm just drinking.
But you're so high.
Oh man, you know I ain't high.
But you're so high.
Yeah, well I just take a little sip every now and then.
But you're so high.
You ought to be ashamed of
Stay
yourself.
drunk all
Oh,
the
come
time.
on now, you all don't feel like that.
Hi kids, happy Friday night. This is a very serious video that, let me clean up real quick, that I want to talk to all of you about. It's very serious. It's something I want you to just, pick up your drink if you have one, send the kids out of the room, whatever, and because this is a, what do they call that? Something that you need to look into yourself about. And I think this affects everybody watching. And that is the topic of quad addiction. Yeah, I said it. And I think it's time that we all come out of the closet about quad addiction, okay? And I want to do a self-help organization for people that are addicted to building and flying quads, because I think there is some serious, it's like crack. There's some serious detriment. You can vape all day or smoke, whatever your thing is, or you can drink, whatever, those are healthy, compared to the quad addiction. Now, here's some signs that might be a factor in your life if you have quad addiction, or what we affectionately call QA, okay? If you order a bunch of parts and you can't fall asleep at night because you are wondering if they're going to show up tomorrow, that's one. Or they showed up tomorrow and now you can't sleep at night because you're thinking about all the parts you got sitting on your bench and you want to build it. That's another one. If you plan your weekly or monthly budget for your household around the parts you need to buy for your next build, you might have a problem. That might be it. If you're concerned about the next time you go out and fly and you think, do I have enough spare propellers in my bag? You might have a problem. That's it. If you keep buying batteries because even though the batteries you have now might fail, you might have a problem. That's an issue. It's when you start wondering, does the CEO of Get FPV send me a Christmas card every year? You might have a problem. It's a problem, guys. It really is, and it's destroyed relationships, and it's blah 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 blah. It's fucking terrible. So, case in point, I mean, there's a bird, right? How many birds do you think you need? Right? I mean, that's the problem. You go out, and it's like, well, people always say, bring 3 birds out with you when you go and fly. And it's like, but what if 2 of those birds die? And what am I going to do? Or what if I go 30 miles away and now one of those birds doesn't work right? And then, oh my God, what do I do? It's a problem. And I think people that have quad addictions, seriously, a lot of times they can't admit it. Their wife will ask them, oh, well, what are you doing on Saturday? It's like, oh, well, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. If you're putting off fixing the appliances for your wife because you got shit in the garage to build, you might have a problem. I mean, seriously, I can't even reach the other ones. I'm telling you guys, there is help. And the help that you can get is not found on this channel. Because what I'm going to do is make it 10 times fucking worse. Yeah, I mean, seriously, quadcopters, when you start living in the moment with quads, that's when you know you have a problem. Do you guys remember when you used to live in the moment? I mean, think about this. This started off a really big joke, but it's true. Do you guys remember when you used to live in the moment for your girlfriend? Or it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna have this great review tomorrow at work, so I'm gonna be all pumped up for that, blah 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 blah. And now it's like, oh my God, I cannot wait to get home, not to my wife and kids, but to my quads. I cannot wait to get home to fix that camera problem I had on my Proton, or whatever the case may be. You know, that's when you start realizing, and the problem is, most addictions start when you're a kid, or you start when you're younger, but this one's bad, because you really, you kind of have to have a real job and be a little bit more adult to have this one, but yet, it's still toys. And it's like, man, how can I budget to buy those Avenger motors this month? You know, see, if we scrimp on groceries here and we pay the light bill, electric bill, you know, 3 days late, I'm telling you, it's a fucking problem. It really is. And I think there needs to be one of those helplines, you know, like 1-800, oh, fuck me, this is cool lines. You know, seriously, what is it about it? Is it about the build? I mean, you guys see my channel, and I obviously build way more than I fly because I have more time to build because it's at home. Or is it the flying? Or is it those poor souls like me that it's both? It's like, oh my God, I need to build another bird. I need to, and it gets to the point where it's like, I haven't used, and how many times have you guys done this? You've done it. It's like, well, yeah, I've used the CL Racing F4 and I've used the Merlin Ace motors, but I've never used them both together. Let's order that. You know, it's like, really? And that's what I do. Oh shit! And shit gets in your roto twister. Look at this. Look, watch. That was not on purpose. Wait. That's when you know you have a problem. When you start getting camera cables or whatever that is in your drink, and you don't care. That's alcohol abuse. It's not drinking too much. Alcohol abuse to me used to be, you drink so much, then it's gone. I was like, oh no, that's a drinking problem. When the booze is gone, that's a problem. But when you start dropping components in your shit, and you don't care, and you keep drinking, or worse yet, you're more worried about the component that you dropped in your drink than you are your drink, that's when you know you have hit the edge. Seek help. And if you can't seek help, welcome to the club. Quads rule. Bam. Keep your side up, kids. All for fun. Happy Friday.
Bam, JJ! Hope you like fishing. Bam, JJ! Hey, JJ!